Good afternoon, it's time. Actually, it's morning, it's time. It's your host, Mike Cena, of course, star as always. It's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. Bucky, what is your prop today? Well, yesterday was Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. And this is the card that I received from Carla and Suki, and she signed it. And very cute card and very appropriate because there's things that we do for our animals and our pets and our daughters and sons that mirror this card. So it's very appropriate and it's very cute. And she also got me a pair of socks with dogs on it, which I wore yesterday. So I couldn't show them today. Didn't think of that, but I wanted to wear them yesterday because they were so cute. So, that being said, we're going to start off with, we had 19 likes and views yesterday. Well, I don't know about likes, but views, which is more than I have subscribers, which is great. So I was very happy about that. And that was more than last week, I think a couple of weeks, and at this time. So that's great. I'm very happy about that. So other people than just my subscribers are watching Bucky's Mail Day. Not a lot, obviously, but that's fine. So if you like what you see, you can always subscribe. But it's up to you. I'm not going to beg and cry about it if I don't get more subscribers because I'm happy. This is like I do it for myself. And if others like it, that's great. And Bucky likes to do it too. So as far as news goes, not much going on out there. I want to give a shout out to the Denver Nuggets of the NBA for winning the NBA title. I think I watched like 10 seconds of it maybe. So I'm not a big NBA fan anymore. I used to be a decent fan back in the day when like the Lakers and stuff were really good. And the Celtics and 76ers, back in the day. Magic Johnson, but I just, NBA kind of bores me right now. But I still keep an eye on it, just to keep an eye on it, if you know what I mean. But congrats anyway. Won 4-1, I think, against Miami. So it didn't sound like a very great series. But that being said, we are a sports podcast, so we'll keep up on those things. Also, congratulations go to the Vegas Knights of the NHL for winning their first Stanley Cup. I think I watched, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Not a lot, but some. If your team's not in it, chances are you're not going to watch as much. But congratulate, they haven't been around very long. So for them to win the Stanley Cup, that's a great testament to their organization. And so if I wasn't a Hawks fan, I'd be a Knights fan. But that ain't going to change, Bucky. So 1970, I started, or no, 68, probably watching the Hawks. But so that's not going to change. The Lions aren't going to change. The Reds aren't going to change. They're my teams for life. So anyway, besides that, so congratulations again. Other news, not a heck of a lot going on. The Lions still being talked about. They were talked about being on Hard Knocks again 2 years in a row, which, as much as I like the publicity, it's just too much of a strain and hassle on the team and the facilities. And no, they did their time, and they're fine for a long while now. I think, my opinion, I think the Jets are going to be next. They got Favre, they got Robert Saleh, they got good young players, good team. So I think it's their time. But I think Washington was another team that was the Bears. And there was one other team and I can't remember, but no, I think it's going to be the Jets. But it's always so hard for teams and for, teams to get on that show. A lot of people don't want to do it. It just puts a lot of extra strain and a lot of extra stress on their teams. And a lot of them don't like to do it, but somebody's got to do it. But, yeah, it won't be the Lions this year. So, no trades, no free agencies. Trade rumors, of course, are always out there. DeAndre Hopkins rumors still out there. Chase Young, which would really like the Lions to trade for. A couple of wide receivers. They could use one more wide receiver, I think, just for depth. But no real other news that I can think of that are going on. There was a top, Pete Prisco, I think his name was, had a top 100 NFL players, and the top Lions player was into like 60 or something, or 70, and most of them in their 80s and 90s. And Aiden Hutchinson got best available as far as out of the top 100. So I was like, I think Penei Sewell was the only one that was at 66, I think, or something like that. He's better than that. It means nothing. It's just a popularity contest, one man's opinion. I don't put any stock in it. Doesn't matter. The Reds are doing very well. They've won like 9 in a row or something like that. They're still in third. They're like still a couple games behind, but they've been smoking. They're like the hottest team in the NL. So good for them. They're still never on. I never really catch them that much. I catch the highlights, but I think they came behind twice the other night. So that's pretty cool. So the Reds are doing okay, which is surprising. Blackhawks. So now the season's over. Still watching more highlights, and the draft is coming up on the 28th. So it's next week. I'll be watching that. I think they have 2 picks in the first round. I want to say number 1 and 19, I believe it is. So they need to put some more star power around Connor, and hopefully they'll take him. I can't see why they wouldn't. I've seen some trade scenarios, which I'm not for. Starting. He's a great talent. He's got a very quick shot. Good playmaker. He's not the fastest guy out there, they've said, but somebody said he always seems to be where he needs to be, and always gets to. So that's good enough for me. Now, he's not a blazer, but that's fine. But hell of a talent, and I can't wait for him to be on the Blackhawks. New era. Like I said, a new Patrick Kane. He can play center or forward. Just depends where they need him the most, I guess. They can switch him around like they did with Kane, and that's fine with me. And the more I see him, the more I really like his talent and his demeanor. He's not the greatest speaking voice I've ever heard. It's kind of, I don't know, muffled, or it's not very clear, but that's a minor. He does his talking on the ice, Bucky, but with his stick and his skills. So that's good enough for me. Other than that, guys, there's not a heck of a lot going on. Weather's been very nice. It's been the 80s. It's been 90s today. We're still doing work around the house and the garden and all that fun stuff. Can't really think of anything much else to talk about. I think we're at, I can't see with the, not quite 10 minutes. We'll get there. Okay, what else, Bucky? 4th of July is coming up. Aquatennial is coming up. I posted a few things on Facebook with Aquatennial. Always loved the Aquatennial from the first time I saw it. The floats, the food, the great, fellowship downtown. Just a lot of fun, and it's always a highlight. I loved Aquatennial. I miss it. But a lot of good memories. The block party, which is officially not a part of the Aquatennial, but it was always the night before. It was just a great time to be downtown. I worked, you could hear the smells, you could, just all the people. It was a fantastic time. Always the parades. Always loved Aquatennial. We know what we're going to do for 4th of July here. Fireworks, of course. I always love fireworks. But, so the 4th's coming, and that'll be fun. Barbecue like we always do. So we got plans. But other than that, Bucky, I think it's about time. I can't see it. I'm upside down. Almost at 10 minutes. All right, so I think that's about it, Bucky. Can't think of anything else. Nope. All right, so on that skyrocket ending, talk about fireworks. There weren't any there. All right, so for Mike Steen, of course, the star of the show is always it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. And again, thanks for the card and the socks. And again, happy Father's Day. Both of our fathers are in heaven, and so they're looking down on us. But remember to look up because that's where they are, and keep them in our hearts. And if your father's still around, I hope you did something great for them because they're very important. All right, bye now.